Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. So today, we're diving straight into a crucial financial topic that, honestly, almost all of us run into at some point: locating your Green Dot routing number. Whether you're a direct customer of Green Dot or maybe you use one of their partner services, like GoToBank or a Walmart Money Card, having this exact sequence of numbers handy is literally the key to unlocking fast, secure access to your hard-earned money.
Let me ask you a quick question. Are you currently hitting an absolute brick wall trying to set up your payroll direct deposits? Or, maybe you're trying to transfer funds into your account from an outside bank, and boom, you're stopped in your tracks by a prompt asking for a routing number that you just can't seem to track down. Yeah, it's incredibly frustrating, right?
Well, you definitely shouldn't wait any longer to track this thing down. This specific 9-digit code is an absolute necessity for managing your personal finances. I mean, without it, the electronic banking world basically has no idea how to reach you. But with it, you're seamlessly connected to payroll deposits, secure domestic transfers, and most importantly, much faster access to your cash.
To get you sorted, here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, understanding routing numbers. Then, finding your number. After that, practical applications. And finally, security measures.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1. Understanding routing numbers. The banking system's GPS.
So, what exactly is a routing number? Well, formally, it's known as a Routing Transit Number, or RTN for short. It is a strict 9-digit institutional identifier. You can kind of think of it as the GPS coordinates for your money. When someone sends you funds, this 9-digit code tells the Federal Reserve exactly which bank and which specific clearinghouse should get that electronic payment or check. In this case, it guides the money straight into Green Dot's system.
To give you a little bit of fascinating historical context here, the American Bankers Association actually created this 9-digit specification way back in 1910. The whole goal was to uniquely identify banks across the US to make routing paper checks a lot more efficient. And honestly, it's wild to think that over a century later, that exact same system is what powers modern ACH transfers and direct deposits today.
And this brilliantly illustrates a super common point of confusion. A lot of people mix up their various banking numbers. So let's clear that up right now. Your routing number is the 9-digit bank identifier. It points to Green Dot Bank generally. Now your account number, which is usually 8 to 13 digits, is your specific personal ledger inside Green Dot. It identifies you. And finally, your card number is that 16-digit number on the physical plastic card, which you use for retail purchases. You absolutely cannot use your 16-digit card number to set up a direct deposit. You've got to use the routing and account numbers together. Now that we've got the foundation down, let's move on to Section 2, finding your routing number, how to locate your 9-digit code. The primary and honestly most direct route is sitting right in your pocket. First, just log into your Green Dot mobile app or their secure online desktop portal. You'll need to pass identity verification, of course. Once you're in, navigate to the menu labeled Move Money, or sometimes it just says Deposit. From there, tap on Set Up Direct Deposit. And right there on the screen, your full 9-digit routing number and your unique deposit account number will be clearly displayed for you.
Now, if you don't have app access at the moment, no worries. There are a few alternative methods. You can look at the bottom left corner of any paper check or e-statement issued by the bank. Green Dot also supports automated SMS gateways, meaning you can text a keyword to their short code to get your info securely pushed right to your phone. You can always call customer support too. For instance, GoToBank users can call 866-795-7597. And finally, if you just bought a retail prepaid card, the primary routing number is often printed right there on the back of the physical card packaging.
What's really interesting here is the actual number sequence itself. For a massive chunk of the Green Dot ecosystem, including their direct unlimited cash back accounts, G2Bank, and Walmart Money Card, the primary routing number is typically 124303120. That 124 prefix actually reflects Green Dot Bank's Utah charter, which means the funds are processed through the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco's Salt Lake City office. Since Green Dot acts as the sort of invisible bank for so many major brands, millions of Americans use this exact sequence without even realizing it.
All right, let's transition to Section 3, Practical Applications and Tips, putting your routing number to work.
Knowing this routing code is absolutely essential for everyday financial tasks. It's the exact number you'll hand over to your HR department to get your paycheck directly deposited. It's what you'll type in when linking an external bank account to transfer funds. You're going to use it to set up automatic bill payments for things like utilities or rent.
And if you work in the gig economy, like say Uber drivers who utilize Green Dot's infrastructure to cash out their earnings instantly, well, this routing data is the bridge that makes those instant transfers happen.
Now here's an excellent time-saving pro tip straight from the documentation. If you want to use the mobile check deposit feature inside the Green Dot app, you generally need an active account with a history of recurring direct deposits. So by handing your routing number to your employer and enrolling in Green Dot's ASAP direct deposit feature, you don't just get paid up to 2 days early. After a couple of months of activity, you actually unlock the ability to deposit paper checks straight from your phone's camera. It's a total game changer.
And speaking of mobile check deposit, once you do unlock it, make sure you do it right to avoid a frustrating rejection. The rules are pretty strict. You need to place the check on a flat, dark surface with good lighting so all 4 corners are visible. Ensure the check is actually payable to you, and most importantly, you absolutely must sign the back in blue or black ink and explicitly write the phrase "for mobile deposit only" right underneath your signature. Seriously, if you skip that endorsement, the deposit will be rejected.
So the crucial point here is keeping all of this information completely safe. That brings us to Section 4, Security Measures, Protecting Your Financial Data.
You really need to remember that your 9-digit routing transit number, combined with your specific deposit account number, provides a direct, wide-open highway straight into your funds. You wouldn't just hand a total stranger the keys to your house, right? So you have to treat these numbers exactly like cash. While the routing number is technically public information pointing to the bank, your account number is highly, highly confidential. Together, they are literally all someone needs to attempt an unauthorized electronic draft against your balance.
To safeguard your account, definitely follow these best practices. Monitor your transaction history regularly right in the app. Never, ever share your login info or account numbers publicly. Now, you can take some comfort in knowing that Green Dot's internal fraud systems are actively verifying transfers behind the scenes. If the Federal Reserve spots an anomaly, they issue what's called a Notification of Change, or NOC return, and Green Dot will step in and block the transaction to protect you. But if you ever even suspect your information has been compromised, do not wait. Call customer support immediately to lock down your account.
Ultimately, financial literacy is all about empowerment. Knowing the difference between an account number, a card number, and a routing number, and knowing exactly where to find them puts you firmly in the driver's seat of your financial life. You dictate where your money goes, how fast it gets there, and exactly how securely it's held.
So my final question to you is this. Are you ready to take full control of your next direct deposit? If you don't know your numbers yet, I highly encourage you to open up your mobile app right after this explainer, navigate over to that direct deposit menu, and write your information down in a secure place. Trust me, your future self is going to thank you when it's time to get paid. Before we wrap things up today, just a quick disclaimer. The content in this explainer is for general informational purposes only and does not constitute professional financial advice. And while we've discussed common Green Dot routing numbers today, like 1243032120, you absolutely must verify your specific 9-digit routing number directly with your financial institution through their official app or customer service. These details can be subject to change based on your specific account type. Thanks so much for joining me to understand your Green Dot routing numbers, and hey, happy saving!